All right, everyone, my name is Solomon, better known as PCG here on YouTube, and welcome to day 3 of my daily Minecraft survival Let's Play. I got a wandering trader hanging out around here, just chilling out, and he's got crap trades as always. But I, off camera, did a little bit of work on this platform here. This is going to have to be a trust the process type of situation here. It looks like it's literally just a slab of wood. And that's because that's exactly what it is right now. But I did this because I wanted to essentially be able to visualize what this is going to look like size-wise. I think that eventually I'll make some adjustments to the walls because I don't want this to just be a box. But as you can see off camera, I dug this all the way out to where there's just a block of space around the edges. That way it's not touching anywhere. These hills are still going to have to be cut down further. And one of the things that I was thinking, though, as I was working on this is instead of my original idea from yesterday of literally like chopping or cutting out these hills completely to where it's just all flat, I think what I may end up doing, not as much with this side because there's not even that much left, but mostly with this side, thinking I might end up just sort of curving it down or kind of making a slope type of thing so that there's maybe just a hill possibly on both sides, maybe like this hill sort of sloped down behind and then on the side rather than completely flattening. I guess it depends on what else I want to build around this initial like town hub area. But yeah, this basically gives an idea of the size that I'm going to want this. And I did end up deciding that probably for the corners, I'm going to do these stripped dark oak. I had totally forgotten about the fact that you could strip the wood. So I think that that's going to look good possibly for corners and then maybe for parts of the roof. And then as I was thinking about it too, I realized that what's probably going to work really well is to end up doing, what is that biome? Hang on, I pulled it up here so I could, mangrove. So I'm thinking that I need to find a mangrove biome. And I think that getting mangrove wood will actually end up looking really good. I think that that'll be a good, not necessarily contrasting block because the mangrove wood is a little bit dark. For it being red, it feels like it's kind of dark. I've used it before in another world. I was building essentially with dark oak, mangrove, and I wasn't using quartz, but as I was talking about yesterday, I think that quartz would look really well because that'll be very contrasting with the dark oak. So I think if I do dark oak, mangrove, and quartz for this starting build, I think that could look really good. And actually, one of the other things I was thinking too is as a substitute for quartz, or maybe not even as a substitute for quartz necessarily, but maybe as a substitute for a lighter block in general. I was thinking something that I could do is utilize like white concrete. I didn't think about the fact that that might be a little easier to come across than utilizing. Wait, am I getting? I feel like I'm not hearing audio. Am I getting audio? Yeah, I'm getting audio. That's weird. It feels like I'm not getting audio to my headphones. So I'm thinking that might be a little easier to come by than how I was talking about. I would really, really like to have like stained clay, but finding one of the what is that biome called? Finding like a mesa to be able to get the clay that I want. I feel like those are pretty rare, and they always seem like they're really hard to find. So I think that if I instead utilize concrete, that could be a good alternative because it actually looks similar to the stained clay. So those are just kind of some of my thoughts, some of the stuff I've thought about over the last 24 hours since yesterday's episode. So that's kind of the plan. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to go and do some caving because I have very minimal resources, but I got to fix my headphones real fast, so I will be back. All right, headphones are fixed. I don't know what that was about. I couldn't hear anything, but I actually got more than 4 saplings. Ooh, I got more than 4 saplings from the tree this time, so that's kind of nice. I'm curious if they'll grow with a single trunk. I feel like they will, but I don't know. Something else I forgot to show you is I did end up just doing a basic sorting of my chests so that I don't frustrate myself for the time being until I get like an actual chest room set up. And look at how much dirt I've already dug out. It's pretty crazy, all the dirt that's been dug out already. So, like I said, I'm going to go caving. Something else that I need real fast, though, is I'm going to go ahead and make a shield with the minimal iron that I currently have. And let me just pop that on there. And I also, I don't think there was anything else I need. As you can see, I got all my inventory set up before I started recording. I've got a bed, a boat just in case. I'm not going to need all this extra wood, though. I'm not going to carry that. I will keep this wood. I've got food. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to turn all of this into bread. Oh, look at that. Baked bread. Got that achievement. I've become a baker. And there's the hay bales. I've got so much hay that I feel like that right there is going to be great for food for a very long time. Even though I'd like to get everything set up. I forgot one thing. I'd like to get everything set up with farms soon, like I was talking about yesterday. Wait, he leaves his llamas behind sometimes? That's interesting. I thought that... Did they die? Oh no, they're up there. I thought that he would always keep them with him. Very interesting. I'm going to bring a few apples because I'm hoping that I'll be able to find some gold while I'm down there. And then I will be able to finally get some health, which will be nice. But I guess the thing is, I don't want to waste too much gold overall because I'm going to need it once I'm able to get potions. Because I think it's still gold to be able to make... Or no, maybe it's... No, that's an ultra hardcore, isn't it? How do you make... I don't remember how to make regen and health potions. Regardless, I'm hoping to find some gold down here so that I can finally get some health. I think I've got everything else. I've got a ton of torches, ton of food, some blocks. I made backups of my tools, but hopefully I'll be able to just get some iron relatively quickly down here, and then I'll just be able to convert all of my tools over to iron. Also, as I was prepping for today's episode and kind of digging out that area, I ended up, you probably saw in one of the chests, I ended up with more cobble, which is nice because I needed to have some blocks while I head down here into this potentially massive cave I'm working my way into. And as I've talked about over the past couple of days, caves are, because I haven't played that much. Oh, there's an emerald there. Look at that. Because I haven't played that much over the past few years, caves are massive compared to what they used to be. I've barely played since the Caves and Cliffs update or whatever it was called. That I would like to get that emerald just because I'd like to have it, but I don't have an iron pick on me right now. Can I get copper with a stone pickaxe? Let's see. You sure can. Not that I feel like copper has very few uses. I know that you can do all the stuff with, I feel like there's like 27 different blocks related to copper where you get like the copper, like smooth copper or whatever it is. And I think can't you make a lightning rod with copper or something? Something like that. I feel like when they added copper, they added all these different blocks, but not really many actual uses for it. But I'm still going to mine some of it as I see it, just again, so that I've got it. And you get a ton of it. I feel like it's kind of like redstone and lapis in the sense that a whole bunch pops out, yet ultimately you're going to use very little of it. And man, yeah, iron is much more abundant than it used to be, and I didn't realize that copper and iron spawned in the same veins like this. Look at all this. It just keeps on going. But hopefully, there were two ways that I could go here. There was that smaller hole that I looked at right near the base. I was looking at it yesterday because it sounded like maybe the zombie noises were coming from there. So I could have gone that way, but then I figured this would probably be a better way to go because this just looks like it goes deeper down. And I'm hoping that I can get to diamond level quicker. And kind of my goals for this trip are to get a decent amount of iron so that I can have enough to be able to consistently keep a full suit of iron armor and all iron tools and stuff. That way I'm not using stone stuff anymore. Because even just for digging everything out, I've gone through not that many picks because it hasn't been as much stone that I've had to dig, but I've gone through a ton of stone shovels already. And I'm trying to just keep an eye on the edges here to see if I see any stuff like the iron that I just grabbed there. Felt like that guy was tracking me. But yeah, I want enough iron for that purpose. And then I'd of course like to get diamonds. As many diamonds as I can get, really. Mostly for the purpose of getting enough for... I'd like to get a pick. That way I can build a portal up on the surface, because I'm going to need to go and get blaze rods. Like, I desperately need blaze rods. And then I'd also like enough diamonds to be able to get an enchantment table relatively soon, I guess. I mean, that's not as much of a priority right now. But getting blaze rods is very much a priority for the purpose of health, so I can get a brew stand. There's more iron over there. You know something too, though. I do not have a bow. I mean, well, now that I think about it, that it doesn't really matter because I don't have arrows either. So, I do think I had a few feathers, but I haven't really collected any flint. Where is that coming from? That's not that guy. Where is he shooting from? Oh, he's literally next to the zombie. All right, let me work my... Oh, yeah, shoot the zombie. You guys duke it out. I will hang out right here, and you guys let me know when you're done. And actually, I'm gonna go take this guy out real fast. Man, it is so... I feel like fighting skeletons without a shield is essentially useless. How are those even bouncing back and hitting him? That seemed kind of silly. Oh, my goodness. If I die already, I've got half a heart. Crap. I said at the beginning of this series that oh my goodness. That deciding to do no health regen might have been something that I heavily regret, and that very well may end up being the case. Let's do this. I'm going to quickly block myself in here. I said too that this was going to make it a lot more interesting, and it's certainly making things interesting and making my life difficult. So this is what I'm going to do real fast. I'm going to dig out a little section here for a bed, and I would like to start smelting this iron as well. There are monsters nearby, really? Okay, let me just dig further into the wall real fast. So I'm gonna set this little station up, because I found that now that the caves are so massive, it always seems like it's kind of a good idea to have a station set up within the cave, and it would probably be better to have it further down in, but considering I'm on half a heart, that's not really an option right now. But I feel like having a station set up inside the cave is nice because they're so massive. It's like you got a little base right there ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sort of the cheap strategy that I was talking about yesterday. I'm going to get myself a spot where I can sleep here, and then I'm just going to go out and kamikaze, and then I'll have full health again. It's like magic. It's so magical. There we go. All right. And yeah, like I said, I want to get some of this stuff smelting right now, because I've already got 47 iron. And let me make... You know what? I haven't even made a furnace yet, have I? Hot topic. Look at that. Oh yeah, and actually, I think, don't you... Oh, never mind. I think for the blast furnace, you got to do the whole thing where like you smelt into smooth stone and stuff, and I don't really want to deal with that right now. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. I'm not going to smelt the copper because I have no reason to smelt the copper. Ooh, I got a bone. And let me do this. I'm gonna also make a chest to stick in here. Again, just a little base of operations. And I don't need that many chests though. What am I doing here? Little base of operation. Gonna stick my stuff in here, and then I'm just gonna go out and let myself perish real fast, and then come back in and grab all this stuff. This is gonna make things so much more tricky. Having this health regen off. That's why I need this gold so badly. Oh, there's a witch out there too. I just heard her giggling. Hello there, my friend. There we go. Perfect. Oh no, but now he's right here. I didn't think about that. Oh, that could have been bad because he could have blown up my bed. He could have blown up my chest. All right, I only took half a heart there, so I'm gonna let this stuff smelt. Look at all these achievements I'm grabbing. What an amazing achievement day this is. I'm pretty much a professional at all things Minecraft, if you haven't gathered that yet. You know what would be kind of nice if you could right click on the shield and it would automatically go into your offhand. That would be sweet. So I still need helmet and boots, and then I'll have a full suit. So this will make life a little bit easier. Whoa. Oh crap, I already had boots. Dang it, I needed pants. I'm losing my mind here, and then I need to make all of my tools too. All right, give me a second, and I'm gonna let this smelt, craft some stuff, and I'll be back. I got pants. Put some pants on. Look, I got another achievement. Iron Man. First full suit of iron armor. I didn't know that there was an achievement for that, though, when you get a full suit. That's interesting to me. There's actually a lot of achievements that I didn't realize. And as I was looking, I think after yesterday's episode, I was kind of looking at the achievement list, and mostly just like the stuff that I've already grabbed, and I realized that some of the achievements, multiple achievements that I've gotten so far, have actually been within like the expansion packs and not even specifically related to what was it that I said? I think there's like 18 expansion packs when it comes to the achievements on PlayStation. So some of a decent amount of the achievements I've gotten have been related to those expansion packs, and not even the basic like 75 achievements that there are in the main game. So it's an interesting little tidbit of information for you. And so let me grab, I'm actually going to leave the coal here. I'm not really sure why I brought the boat now that I think about it for caving. I guess I'll bring the apples for just in the hope that I find gold. And I've got these boots now that I don't really have any use for at the moment, but one day I will have a use for them. So I'm just going to hold out hope for that. And then I'm going to also quickly make this. Cool. So I've got all of the iron stuff that my heart could ever hope for and desire, I think. I'm going to put this stuff away. And I guess I'll leave this here just smelting. I mean, once I get a certain distance away, it'll probably stop. But let me see what we've got here. Oh, shoot. Actually, that's going to drop in here. Okay. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. This is making life really, really simple for me. And I'm trying to... All right, so if I've got 7 that I'm going to take with me, I think that should be enough for this trip. I'm trying to decide which direction am I hearing this other stuff from. Like, specifically this witch. Like, is she... Oh, maybe it's coming from over here. Because this would be the direction of where my base is. So I wonder, and I know that I was hearing a whole bunch of noises right underneath my base. So I wonder if Now it sounds like it's getting away from me. Is it above or below? I don't really know. Let me grab a couple more of these. All right, that should be plenty for this trip. So I guess I'm gonna brave it and venture my way out of here. Ooh, there's one of the zombies. Actually, oh man, there's a lot of them headed this way. Holy crap, where are they all coming from? And that witch, what a mean lady. Is he wearing a monocle? The heck was that? It seemed like he was wearing a monocle. Oh! Goodness. My goodness. This may have been... Natural health regen off may have been a really bad idea, everybody. And there's a little baby guy. Please get out of here. Ooh, he dropped a piece of iron. Look at that. Now I got 12. Okay. Oh my goodness, they're just flowing from up there. What is happening right now? Okay, I'm gonna need to actually go up there, I think, and try to lay some torches down. And I wonder, there wouldn't be a spawner or wait, actually, I wonder if there must be like a whole other separate cave over here, or a separate part of the cave. Maybe that's where they're coming from. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go up here too and try to light some of this up. Maybe just this whole ridge here. And it kind of sounded like there was a skeleton shooting from behind me again. When there's some more iron here, I think I'll grab that as well. Yeah, I just kind of want as much of this lit up as possible, I guess. Man, this guy tracks. You were just tracking for a long time, aren't you? Frick! Keep taking damage. That's 3 hearts. And I don't know if you heard, but I don't get those hearts back until I find gold. Okay. And this guy, you are the most tenacious zombie I've ever experienced. Okay. All right. Okay. So this part of this wall here is lit up. Maybe I think just for safety precautions, I should probably light up here as well. Ooh, and I wonder, actually, is there a whole little thing over here? I wonder if there's some stuff. I'm having a hard time. I'm getting a huge glare on my TV too, so I'm having a hard time like seeing things in front of me. I feel like. All right, let me grab this. You know, I know that you need right click for the purpose of eating and things like that, but I really wish that when you, well, actually, now that I think about it, that wouldn't work. I was going to say, because of what I just said, I was going to say that I wish that you could right click to put your shield up, but I answered my own question. You've got to have right click to be able to eat. But it's just, I feel like shifting for your shield is kind of annoying overall. And there's a lot of stuff headed my way here. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to path up to me. And the skeleton's my main concern right now, I think. Like, main concern as in, I just don't know how quickly he's going to get up to me. Or he might not even try, since he's shooting. All right, my friend, I'm coming for you. Don't you even worry. Okay, and I'm going to need to go down and kill him. And I've got to maybe rush down into this section over here. There we go. Okay. I would like his bone, though. Thank you very much. All right, let me try to rush down here and get some light. I know that now that the caves are bigger too, one thing that is super helpful is to try to rush through light and then come back and grab stuff. But I feel like with natural regen off, it changes things. Ooh, there's a thing there. It changes things a little bit for me. Frick! My goodness. Oh, did he die? He did. Is that a spawner? Oh, maybe that's just, I think that's just XP. So there's one of these things. But yeah, so I feel like just straight up rushing is not as beneficial when you have natural health regen off. Yeah, I can't, in these dark areas, like further down here, I can't see a thing. I can't tell what I'm headed towards at all right now with this huge glare I'm getting on my TV. Okay, and then so this heads off into a whole thing over there. I think down is probably still where I want to go. I definitely like to go into that eventually to get like the crystals that you need for a spyglass. That would be pretty freaking cool. All right, and I've got like half health right now. There's a skeleton. Again, gold. That's my biggest thing right now. Gold and diamond. My two biggest hopes at the moment. Some lapis right there. And actually, though, I think that I'm technically way too far up. I think for gold and diamond, I'm pretty sure that they spawn. Like, okay, so I'm at 70 right now. And I think that they spawn at like -40 or something like that, if I'm remembering right. And I'm going to block this off so that this does not become annoying. I know that's just going to send him towards me. And I just need to, I think what'll help me here is actually utilizing my shield well. And then also kind of keeping my distance from things. I hear a skelly blob underneath me, I think. And I see one right there. So I've got to get a lot lower. And how much? So I've picked up 14 more iron. I'm at half health. I guess one thing that's good is that if I die, no matter what, I'm progressing. I'm getting light down. So it'll make it easier to come back through next time, I guess. I guess that's kind of how I have to look at it. I gotta look on the bright side of life here. And it's gonna be great. It's all gonna be great. 2 skeletons down here. Let me see here. So this whole section here is dark. I kind of want to get over to this, light this up real fast, and then work my way down towards these guys. I don't know how soon they're going to see me, though. Yeah, what is this leading over to? So this is leading over to like a whole other way to go this way, possibly. But and you know what I should be doing too? I should probably be utilizing like ultra hardcore strats with putting walls up and stuff in areas I don't want things getting to me from. Yeah, so this is like a whole thing here. Maybe what I'll do is let me put a wall down right here. Build this up a little bit. That way, hopefully nothing will come at me from back here. I didn't think about that, how I should have been doing that. I'm just gonna build the crap out of this just to be sure that nothing can really get to me. Then I'll do this. That way I can get back over in a little bit. So yeah, my goodness, the glare. So there's 2 skeletons here. This looks like it's kind of just a big room. It looks like it goes further down over there, though. Does he know about me? He doesn't. Charles, hey. Charles just went on a major barking fit. There was there goes Charles. That's enough. But hey, that's enough. There's a salesman outside, or there was a salesman outside, and I've literally got my curtains open. I think he basically probably looked right at me, and I'm not answering the door because for whatever reason, it's got to be like the same company or something. But there's been multiple salesmen recently, like ever since the weather started getting nice. So I guess over like the past month or so, I swear they're always carrying like the same stuff. So that's why I think it's probably the same company. They keep coming to the door. I haven't answered a single time, but they carried like one of those like salesman iPad things. And yeah, it's just not happening. I'm not even going to go to the door for it. But every time Charles starts flipping out and just barking and barking, and usually I'm not sitting like right here at the window when they come by. But usually Charles is. He loves to sit. Like I've got a couch that's right up against the front window. And so he likes to sit on the back of the couch and just look out. So whenever like a salesman comes by or someone's just walking down the road, Charles is the first to know. And and very quickly afterwards, I will be very aware that there's someone because he'll start flipping out. All right, so that was one piece of gold. And one piece of gold. All right, so I've got 2 pieces of gold. I'm well on my way. Doing great here. I can't get up this block, though. My goodness. All right, let me see. Does this go any further this way? Because if it does, I'm going to keep going this way. If not, I'm going to have to turn around. I am struggling to jump on blocks right now, apparently. I'm pissing myself off. So redstone. So I am at a level. Oh, okay. So now I'm down at negative 55. So I am basically at the level I want to be, I guess. What was I looking at? Was I looking at the wrong chords earlier? Or no, wait. Yeah, I am looking at the wrong. I'm at negative 26. Okay. So I'm a little maybe above where I want to be, I guess. So this is negative 30. So this then is a dead end. So I can call that good. Let me just, so I can see a little better and see if there's actually, I don't think there's, that's just the ceiling, right? Yeah, that's the ceiling. You know what I hate about mouse and keyboard? I feel like it's so much, specifically with the mouse, I feel like it's so much easier to double place torches. I think there needs to be a slightly longer delay or something with torch placement. Because I feel like it's so easy to double place. And I guess I'm going to keep grabbing iron because I mean, you can never have too much iron. Definitely I'll leave some pockets when I see them because I feel like there's so much. But like I said, I'd like to have plenty so that I'm never without iron armor or tools. And wait, wasn't there? Yeah, so that's no way to go. I was thinking there was another way there, but there's no way to go there. I can go back that way, but I think that down here is probably my best bet now, since this will lead me further down. Let me take out Mr. Zombie here. 2 Mr. Zombies. It's Mr. and Mrs. Zombie. Mr. and Mrs. Zombie. I killed Mr. Zombie. Come on, Mrs. Zombie. Oh, I'm level 10. That's probably not going to last because I'll probably end up dying again. So those levels are not going to stick with me. Whoa. I launched Mrs. Zombie. And that looks like probably the way I want to go. I feel like that looks like it goes down. All right, I'm going to hop down here. I'm quite nervous. So there's a zombie there. There's this skelly blob here. Okay. Very cautious. Going to be very cautious. Here, shoot the zombie. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Shoot him again. Just keep shooting him. Boom. All right. And then I'm going to take this guy out. And then if this is the last guy, I'm going to try to run through and torch after this. Would you? There we go. Okay, good. All right, let me sprint through. There's another piece of gold there. Ooh, multiple pieces of gold. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, more gold. Sweet. All right, this is working out. Life is good. All right, and I'm just, like I said, I just want to get as much of this lit up as possible and then run back through and actually collect everything. I feel like with natural health regen being off, this helps. But like I said, I've noticed that even when natural health regen is on, this is a good way to approach big caves now. So I feel like it kind of makes it where, like, large caves makes it where it's a good idea to approach things very similar to how you would with like a CTM map. where you've just got, or an adventure map where you've just got a huge area, you run in, you torch, and then you kind of deal with collecting loot and stuff like that. And this goes even further down. You okay, Charles? Charles just fell. You all right, buddy? I've got to get his, I mean, this doesn't affect things when he's standing on, like, a couch or something. That time he was just being derpy and fell. But poor thing with my hardwood floors, I gotta trim his nails, because since his nails have gotten kind of long, when he's walking along the hardwood floor, he just slipping and sliding everywhere like he's on ice. And when he tries to like hop up in the bed at night, sometimes he'll come to sprint into the bed and he'll just lose his footing and run into the side of the bed. So I gotta get that poor thing's nails cut. That way he's got a little more grip on the floor. I used to take him, when I first got him, I was taking him to be groomed, but I just decided I didn't want to pay for that, because, like, if I can do it myself, I typically, if I can do things myself, I would rather do that than spend money, because I try to be very, very frugal. I'm not a rich man. Okay, 12 gold. So I started grooming him myself recently, and so the nails is one of the things I'm still learning a little bit, because I just really don't want to. So you've got, for those of you that are dog owners, you'll know this. You've got, of course, the quick inside of the nail, similar to the way that we've got the portion of the nail that, like, hits, like, the pink part, basically. Or I'm sorry, yeah, like for us, the pink part right after the white part. And if you cut too far, then you've got like the raw part. So when we cut our nails, if you go too far in, it kind of hurts. So it's the same for dogs, but instead, like, they can actually bleed, and you're kind of cutting into, I think, like a blood vessel, essentially. The heck is that noise? You're cutting into, like, a blood vessel, essentially, I think, and they can bleed. So it makes me nervous cutting his fingernails. So I've got to get better at that. Figuring out how to not hit the quick. I've never hit the quick before, but I've really only ever cut his nails myself once. So that's the main reason why that's never happened. And I think probably I would imagine it'll happen inevitably at some point. I feel like you probably, if you're cutting your dog's fingernails yourself consistently, you can't really avoid it. So it'll probably happen at some point, but I just really, really don't want it to, because I would feel so bad for him. But all that to say, we gotta get his nails cut. And all right, so I'm gonna keep working my way down this way. Charles, what? There's literally nothing. I promise you. He's literally just sitting there in the kitchen, barking at nothing. Ooh, this goes a lot farther down. I walked back up here while he was barking because I didn't want something to show up. But I was just thinking earlier that I need to make a compilation eventually of all the times that I do a cut because of his barking. I think that would be kind of funny. Because I've been posting again for I think today's like day 40 since I've been posting YouTube videos again, and the amount of times in the last 40 days that I've cut to wait for him to stop barking is so funny. I'm nervous I'm not just gonna make that drop. I'm gonna stair step down, because I feel like just jumping into that water in any normal time would be fine. It'd be whatever, but without natural regen, I do not feel like that would be smart. Yeah, that was a wise move, not jumping down there. Because you got skeleton, and then I see a creeper over there too. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna block this off. I'm gonna dig a little further into the wall here, and then just try to. I want to get to a spot where I'm further in so that I can dig out without hitting like a sheer drop like that, which should be relatively easy here. I'll dig down a little farther. I'd like to dig like straight out to where I can just sort of hit a couple of the things there through the wall before actually venturing out into the great unknown. And now I'm down at negative 40 now. This is about, okay, this is actually, I think I should probably go a little bit lower because I'm not quite level with everything yet. Right around here should be okay. Yeah, so I'm at, okay, now we're at negative 42. So I feel like this is probably going to end up being a good spot for some stuff. Hello? Charles, I was saying hello to nothing. I wasn't oh my gosh. Sometimes just when I say certain words, he thinks, "Oh, there's someone here." All right, I hear this skeleton walking around out there. I also, you know what I should do too? I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit because there we go. I can hear a lot better now. I've had my volume levels at what I have them for Elden Ring, and Elden Ring's a lot louder overall. Where did I don't even see the creeper anymore though. He was like right here. My pick's almost broken actually now that I look at it. Okay. Oh, I don't know if this is a smart decision or not. Oh, diamond. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta be real careful here. And I don't know, I swear that there was a skeleton out here. So I don't know where he wandered off to. But I'm gonna need to make a new pick shortly here. Do I have, yeah, that's right. I did bring iron for that exact purpose. I was smart. Oh, there he is. Smart that time, actually bringing iron. Yeah, just keep on hitting yourself, pal. Crap. It's so dark, I can't see anything. There we go. All right. Let me torch this place up. Oh, is this another dead end, actually? I think this is, yeah. Looks like they've kind of met another dead end here. All right, 3.5 hearts. 3.5 hearts. I'm doing okay. I think that probably what I'll end up having to do is once I hit a certain point here, I'll probably need to just follow my torches back and like take all my stuff off and die again before venturing back down in here. 1 diamond. Very nice. Diamonds achievement earned. And I think for the most part, diamonds now, it's literally... Ooh, I'm glad that I dug further. I was going to say that usually they only spawn on their own now. But I mean, that was still kind of on its own because they weren't connected. It wasn't really a vein. But yeah, I think that they spawn... I think they spawn in more places now, but just not necessarily in a vein like they used to. Like, I don't think you really ever find 8 at once or anything like that. It looks like, though, this might go further if I go over here. So I'm going to go over here real fast. See if there's anything this way. Need to just light the crap out of this. Oh, okay. Maybe it's literally... Is this it? Yeah, it looks like this is another dead end. Have I been grabbing... Yeah, I've been grabbing a little bit of redstone. I might as well grab some of it, partially for... Well, I was going to say for levels, but since I'm probably going to end up dying... or having to let myself die, I guess levels are not really a huge deal. But I'll probably need redstone at some point or another. All right, sweet. New pick. And then let me think. So I think that everything here is done. So I'm probably going to have to go back up and head off in another direction. And so I've got 20 gold on me right now. So that's 2 golden apples. And, oh, I wonder if gold carrots heals you when natural regen is off. I'm going to have to look into that. And also look into if there's any, like, cheaper alternatives to golden apples. Because I'm not really sure. Like, I'm just sort of basing it off of how Ultra Hardcore works. But I don't know if it technically works different when it's just natural regen off. I'm not really sure. So I'll have to look into that. But I think that I'm going to go ahead and wrap the episode for today. I feel we've made some good progress here. And so tomorrow I'll probably keep on caving because I'm going to definitely need more stuff than what I've collected. I've got a decent amount of iron now. But in terms of the stuff that I really care about, like with gold and with diamonds, that I definitely don't have enough of. And didn't this? So this was one of the spots that goes to nothing. I'm actually, just since I see it, I'm gonna grab this iron. Oh, did I miss this? Did I walk right past this earlier? I must have walked right past that. What about, oh wait, this actually might go somewhere too. Okay, wait, before I end the episode, I want to go over here, and I do want to grab this lapis and this iron that's right around here real fast. But I want to dig over here quickly and see. This looks like this might lead to another like huge open area, which would be sweet. Because if it does, then I know where I'm going tomorrow. Because that's really what I'm hoping for, is just a big open cave. Yeah, this looks promising. Ooh, and there's more gold right here. Sweet. So I wonder if it might be a good idea, once I get the gold smelted, to maybe do like one more time of letting look at all the diamond, to maybe do one more time of letting myself die, just to get my health back to full, and then I can start healing with the gold rather than wasting gold now. I don't know. I guess I'll have to decide that. Just keep on lighting. I saw a creeper. Oh, and I ran out of torches. It's very dark. Very dark. Yeah, I did. I totally ran out of torches. Okay, I thought I just saw more diamond over there. All right, let me grab this. I probably should go back very soon. I feel like that would be a wise decision of me. So I might end up, maybe between episodes, running back before going any further, because I definitely do not want to lose this stuff. I guess I could set up another station and get this gold smelting and heal. But like I said, I feel like it feels silly to waste the gold. I feel like I should let myself die and then start using it. And then wasn't there? Yeah, there's more gold right here. So let me grab this real fast. So what am I up to diamonds wise? I'm up to 7 diamonds. So I've got the diamonds then to where I will be able to go to the nether, and make an enchantment table. So that's super awesome. And then with all this gold now, that puts me at 26 gold. So 8, 16, 24. So that's 3 apples then. And this whole thing looks very promising. You know, these things, these like glowy things, I always think that those are diamonds. I always think they are. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to the little base that I set up, get some of this stuff smelting, figure some things out, and then tomorrow we will pick back up with this cave. So thank you so much for checking out this episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thank you so much for checking out this episode, and I will talk to you tomorrow.